A few months ago, a remake for the first Trails in the Sky game was announced at the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase, which was super cool, super hyped to see, especially as that was like a dream announcement that like I never really thought would ever happen. Because I don't think Falcom really has ever done remakes on this scale before. They've done like remasters and ports like with Zero and Azure, localized versions and all of that, but nothing on this scale. But ever since then, Falcom's kind of been pretty quiet when it came to discussing news until just a couple days ago. We finally got more news. I was waiting for them to drop more news to make another video on it, and now the time has finally come. But there's also been some more exciting stuff as well as the Sky remake. More news. We also got a recent announcement of a worldwide release port, I believe, of the old East vs. Trails game that came out, I believe, back in 2010 in Japan. So that's super hype. And as well as more of the remake news showed off some more characters. Like we got to see what like Agate looked like and Zin and Tita in the remake. It's super cool, and I'm super excited to dive back into more Trails remake talk. So let's go. I'm ready. So let's jump right on into this. To start things off, I thought it was only right to go over the remake first, as that was the original idea of the video before the East vs. Trails stuff came out. So let's get started over here at Gematsu.com with the biggest thing of all. We finally got more of a proper release date, which was super cool. We always knew it was going to come out in 2025, but now, thanks to this new trailer announcement and all that, we've got a better announced release date right here. So Trails in the Sky first chapter launches in the fall of 2025 worldwide for PS5, Switch, and PC. Which I'm pretty sure I even mentioned this in the first video. I always had a feeling that it was going to come out on PS5 and PC, like PlayStation and all that. Because Trails has always been on those platforms since like forever, so I knew it wasn't going to be a Switch exclusive. So, but to those who were maybe worried that was going to be, there's your good news right there. Let's get started with the recent news, and man, I'm very sorry for the ads. Man, I really wish I had an ad blocker. It's things like this. So here we go. Trails in the Sky, first chapter, formerly The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. The first will launch for PlayStation 5, Switch, and PC via Steam as a simultaneous worldwide release in fall 2025. Western publisher Gung Ho Online Entertainment and developer Falcom announced. It will feature English and Japanese voiceovers and English, Japanese, French, and German subtitles, with the English, French, and German localizations being brand new, which that's going to be pretty cool. I thought that was super cool, because not only are we going to see, like, um, a lot of, like, scenes, like, iconic scenes and big moments voiced, but it's going to be with new people, because the old Trails in the Sky games technically always had voice acting, as I'm sure we all remember. It was only through the battle voices, but now we'll be hearing everything in fully voiced with different people. So I'm very curious to see whoever is picked, um, just how they do. I'm very excited to see that. So here we go. In North America, Gung Ho Online Entertainment will sell a standard physical edition of Trails in the Sky for its chapter via Amazon for $59.99, which makes sense. That's usually the standard game price. And collector's editions made by Limited Run Games, which will be announced at a later date, will also be available. In Europe, Clear River Games will distribute the standard physical edition for £59.99, I believe. Now, I know the Limited Run Games collector's thing can be debated. I know I've heard from people, I believe, from like the Sonic Shadow Generations collector's edition and the Persona 3 portable and 4 golden stuff they did back when those uh, on all platforms release stuff happened. I remember hearing about all sorts of problems and stuff of like shipping and things coming way too late for those collectors. So I'm hoping that's not the case with the Trails thing. It's possible though. So I don't know. I guess I'll just wait to see more about that when we get more details on that. I will say I was kind of surprised to see the limited run games announcement for the collectors, but I think that's probably because I'm not sure if NISA is involved, NIS America is involved with the making, I guess, of the Sky remake, because usually the Trails collector's editions is always on their website and all that. But that's beside the point. I'm not here to go over collector's things. Plus, we'll get more news on that later. So here we go with even more stuff about the remake. Kind of just going over like the game, of course, Unforgettable Journey, and damn right it is. Trails is a story RPG series that celebrates its 20th anniversary in 2024, which marked a significant milestone. The first entry in the series, Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, is being fully remade. Liberal Kingdom, the setting of the story, has been fully recreated in 3D, and all the distinctive characters, including Estelle and Joshua, have been refined. In addition to exhilarating and stress-free combat, which allows seamless switching between the two battle modes, field action and command battle, which again I think I pointed this out in the first video. Um, for where I'm at in the Trails series, I'm like I believe a little over halfway with Trails into Reverie. I have not gotten to Daybreak 1 yet, but I am super excited to when I get to that point. And from a lot of stuff what I heard, Daybreak 1 is what included like the kind of like hybrid model I've heard with like action and turn based, I believe, which the Sky remake is taking from. So that's going to be super cool to see how that's done with liberal and all of that. So each character's crafts and arts are on dynamic display. While maintaining the scenic image of Liberal Kingdom, the game includes a variety of quests and numerous side activities that allow players to fully experience the feeling of traveling across the kingdom further from their own perspective. After their father, Cassius, goes missing, Estelle, which, little typo there, double E, that's alright, no problem, and Joshua embark off on a journey across the Liberal Kingdom. Along the way, they will meet and part with new companions. What awaits them at the end of their journey? A classic reborn for everyone to enjoy. Stay tuned for more information on the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky the First, the story that started off the Trails saga. And man, I am so excited for people to get into the series of this remake because it really is like a journey you're not gonna forget. It's always gonna stick with you, and especially when you get to see some of the more emotional moments in the first game. Oh, I can't wait to see a whole new generation of people reacting to that. That's gonna be super cool to see. And as you can see, there are a bunch of screenshots shown that they have to offer for some new shots that were not showed in the past trailer. But I'll be showing that when I show off the whole trailer, because I believe every picture that is shown here is shown in the new trailer. But before I get to the trailer, I just kind of wanted to just show this, just because I thought it was kind of funny talking about the game. Just this first paragraph. Everything else kind of just goes over what the part above was saying. So, an ensemble drama with a detailed world building and unique characters, the Trails Story RPG series has received high acclaim both in Japan and overseas for its ongoing epic of a story that unfolds like a long-running TV drama and has sold over 8 million units. I never knew about the 8 million units thing, so that's hype. I love that. But the long-running TV drama, that is very true at times. There are a lot of crazy things this series loves to pull. We've made it to the end of the article, which of course means it's time for the big stuff, the new trailer they had to show. But before I jump into showing the trailer, I just want to say I'm very sorry if you've heard like any squeaking throughout the video so far. It's my chair. My chair has suffered a lot. It's been with me since 2019, and I really feel like it's really only gotten worse over time. And yeah, you could probably hear that right now, maybe, and you've probably heard a bunch of other times. So I just want to say I'm very sorry if that has been kind of annoying. I don't know. It's the only thing I have at the moment right now. So enough about that. I'm not here to talk about my chair. We are here, of course, to watch the trailer. So let's go. Now, I do want to analyze some of this, but for some reason, since I guess me recording the trailer and talking over it, for some reason with my computer is not really working properly, so I'll save like analysis stuff at the end. So for now, for starters, I'll just show the trailer and I'll get into the other stuff later. So let's go. What a trailer. When I first watched that, I was going insane. Like, for starters, like, the new remix version of the battle theme, when I first heard those guitars and all that, I was going insane. And I was thinking if they're remixing the battle theme, they're probably going to remix maybe, like, the whole soundtrack of the game. So, like, maybe all the tracks are going to be remixed, which, if that's the case, that's going to be really cool to see, like, new versions of songs we all know and love. But, of course, now let's get to talking about something. For starters, we've got some S-Craft showcase, which I don't believe they showed off in the last trailer. Here we go. We've got Estelle's Pummel S-Craft, I believe is what it's called. Looks super cool. Seeing that more as like a cutscene, super flashy. Love that. And the logo looking beautiful. Love, I don't know, just the way the white, I guess, and the blue looks with the iconic cog. Love that. Super cool. And see, let's go further. We've already seen a lot of that stuff from the other trailer, traveling around. Shara, here we go. Olivier, right here. I did not think, like I said towards the beginning of this video, that they were gonna like show more of the characters. So that was kind of crazy to see. Like, look how good he looks with the outfit and the details and like the hair, the waviness, everything. Oh man, and got a little tease of Bose a little bit too, because that's where they first meet. That's super fun. And then we got more of like the battle hybrid stuff right here of the action turn based, which is super fire. There we go. Look at that. Love that. And here we go. We got Joshua's S-Craft. I believe is Sever, I think is what this one is called. Looking super sick. Like, to just go from the original versions to that is so cool. And then we go. We got some more arts. And then this was cool. I think the first trailer touched upon this a little bit too, but I don't know if it went all the way with this. So yeah, the combat links, I guess, from like the Cold Steel games are coming back for, well, I mean, I imagine they're in Daybreak as well, but obviously, like I said, I haven't gotten to that point in the series yet. So basically, what I'm saying is just to see that in LeBurl is super cool. It's, I'm guessing like the assist, the rush, and the burst. And I would imagine because of that, they probably like made the enemies like slightly stronger to like deal and balance with this stuff because it does get pretty broken at times. And of course, look at Estelle and Joshua over there looking good with the new icons, looking fresh. Love that. There we go. Got a rush attack, and there we go. We got Zin. They rapid fire all of them here. We got Zin, looking super cool. We got Tita looking adorable as always, and then we got Agate, badass. Love that. I've missed seeing his old outfits. Super cool to see that again. Chloe, which I can't wait until when we see Sieg. And yes, of course, Cassius as well. Of course, they had to show Cassius. It was only a matter of time until we got to see him. Man, so excited. There we go. Got some palms. And there we go. I'm super. This warmed my heart seeing this. I'm super excited to see this. We get to see like an actual like full cutscene form of Estelle and Joshua meeting for the first time in the beginning of the game. That made me really happy to see. So I can't wait to see the full version of that when the game comes out next year. And then we've got Olivier again, Shara, and of course Joshua and Estelle. So yeah, super fun trailer. Loved how they showed more of the characters and some of the S-Crafts too. That was super cool. And of course, the new rendition of the battle theme. If the rest of the remix tracks are gonna sound like that, I think we're in for one hell of a cool, badass remix soundtrack, and I'm all here for it. And now to shift gears a little bit, I'm here at RPG Site to now go over the East versus Trails port remaster thing, whatever you want to call it, that was announced as well. This one really surprised me, especially because I found this out about like an hour after the more of the remake news. I kind of like forgot that this game was a thing. Like I remember hearing about it like a long time ago, and I thought it was kind of cool. So to like I don't know, just to see it get like a worldwide release is pretty cool. Cause like, come on, man, seeing Adol and Estelle together, that's pretty sick. So here we go. We got East vs. Trails in the Sky Alternative Saga launches worldwide in 2025 for PlayStation 5, 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. So that's gonna come out the same year as the remake, which I feel like they might want to have this come out before the remake. That would probably be smart, especially because Daybreak 2 is also coming out next year, I believe, in February. But yeah, lots of big trail stuff and East stuff to look forward to. So that's super cool to see. I love that. So we got Refint. Sorry if I butchered that pronunciation. Games has announced that the East versus Trails in the Sky Alternative Saga will launch worldwide in 2025. Just like it said before, above. East vs. Trails in the Sky Alternative Saga is a crossover fighting game originally released only in Japan for the PlayStation Portable in 2010. It features characters from Falcom's East and Trails series, primarily East 7 and Trails in the Sky. alongside other characters from those series and other Falcom franchises. A full list can be found courtesy of Kiseki Wiki. According to the newly opened Steam page, this re-release will feature English voice acting alongside Japanese voices, support for 4K resolutions and 60 FPS, multiplayer support, and more. This English translation work is based on the fan translation by Geofront, as confirmed on Geofront's official website. An announcement, trailer, description, and screenshot set can be found below via Refined Games. Now that I thought was really cool to hear, because the Geofront team was they played a big part in the localization for Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure worldwide releases as well. So I love that Geofront teams kind of become like the go-to people to go to for Falcon when it comes to localizing the things that were only in Japan. So I love that. Good for them. I'm very happy for them. So yeah, the trailer. I don't think I've ever seen a trailer before. I don't remember. I've only seen like very little of it back then when I first found out about it. But of course, here we go. We got some more news over here. Maximum thrill, high-speed battle action. The fast-paced action that earned acclaim in E7 is back and better than ever. With the ability to jump, adding a whole new layer of speed and strategy, you'll soar across vast battlefields while unleashing thrilling combos that take the excitement to the next level. Familiar characters from the Trails in the Sky series showcase their mastery of diverse crafts, delivering familiar yet dynamic attacks you can only experience in this title. So I'm guessing it sounds like that we're gonna be able to use like the Trails in the Sky characters with like East combat, I guess, with like the action-y style. So that's pretty sick. And again, part of why I would think it would be better to have this before the remake is then, since the remake is kind of introducing like action hybrid as well, you can kind of like easily kind of smooth on in, I guess if you can say it like that, into the remake from this, and bringing the story to life with full voice acting, featuring a stellar cast of voice actors from the East and Trails series. Every scene comes to life with full voice acting. Their powerful performances heighten the drama of battles and cutscenes. I love that this is getting English voices as well. That's really awesome. But also seeing that kind of makes me wish that like the Zero and Azure ports and worldwide releases had English voice acting as well. I mean, the Japanese cast are amazing. Don't get me wrong; they always are. They killed it. And when I was playing Zero and Azure, I thought they were all incredible. But I don't know. I guess I just would have loved to see some English actors give it a shot as well in the crossplay games. I don't know. Maybe one day, or there's probably a mod out there somewhere, knowing Steam and all of that. Falcom All Stars. Next up, a cast of beloved characters. In addition to the playable characters, many fan favorite characters from various titles join as support characters. These allies provide powerful backup in heated battles, which will assist you in achieving victory. Let their guidance lead you to triumph. Key features: beautifully remastered graphics for display in HD and 4K screens, as well as 60 FPS. Featuring couch and online multiplayer for the first time, includes English voice acting from familiar cast from East and Trails. Vast material collection of wallpapers and soundtracks from various Falcom titles to unlock, and PC-centric features including mouse and keyboard support, arbitrary aspect ratio up to 5:4 and 21:9, and more. And here we go, we got a list of screenshots to show as well. Now, I've never played East 7, so I'm probably not going to really recognize a lot of the East characters they'll show, because it's mostly from that East game. But of course, Adol, I know very well. So that screenshot's looking pretty cool. And I also did not know it was a fighting game, so that's interesting to hear as well. And over here we got Estelle talking to Adol. That's pretty cool. It's always kind of like a dream I had to have like East and Trails crossover. So I'm glad they actually did that in the past. And to see it again is really cool. And I think that's Tita? I'm guessing, yeah, that's Tita. And down here. And we got Ren in this game as well, which I was very surprised to see, because I saw this screenshot in particular last night before I started working on this. So yeah, I love that. That's cool, getting to see Ren. And I mean, it makes sense, because Estelle's in her Sky 2 outfit. And here we go. We got some of the gallery stuff, which looks really cool. I believe down there, I think that's Kevin and Reese, I think, as well. So they've got characters from like all three Sky games, which is really super cool. Got some more battles. We got Chloe in there, some dragon guy, and I think that's Olivier. I think with his loot or something over there, maybe, I don't know. And then of course our last picture, we've got the very very beautiful looking box art with Joshua in the back there too. I think, yeah, there he is. And of course, just like how I did with the new Remake trailer, I will be showing the East vs. Trails in the Sky Remaster trailer as well, which I haven't seen before, so seeing this will be new to me. But I'll be handling it how I did with the Remake one, where I'll kind of talk a little bit after, because, you know, my computer really does not want to cooperate, as you could probably have already told, that even scrolling through articles was kind of slow, so let's do it. I've noticed it's shorter as well, so less things to talk about, but that's alright.
Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, East. These two worlds are about to collide. Finally, the walls between the series are broken for a dream matchup.
Alternative showdowns and old-fashioned beatdowns await.
East versus Trails in the Sky, Alternative Saga. Coming to PC.
And there we go, that was a trailer. Bit on the shorter side, but that's alright, like I was saying. They probably thought, like, well, this game's been out for Japan for years, so, like, if you really wanted to see gameplay, you could probably just look it up on your own. But I thought it was pretty fun for what they had to show. And before I talk about, like, the little that was shown a little bit, I just want to say, when I first saw the Falcon logo scared me bad. Oh, man. Because for some reason, like, took a while for it to play. So that happened. That was cool. So yeah, here we go. Got some cool stuff. You know, got an Adol's sword and Estelle's staff over here. And I thought it was cool how they had Adol and Estelle talking about the game and being like, yep, the dream battle you've always wanted to see is here. Adol versus Estelle and everyone else you can think of. Maybe, I don't know if Dogi's in this game, but if he wants to throw hands with Joshua, then that's all fine and dandy with me. There we go. We got some of the East gang. East 7 is like one of the only East games I haven't played, so I don't really recognize anyone besides Adol, and I think that is Dogi right there. I know sometimes he has blue hair. So that's cool. Maybe I can get my Dogi Joshua wish right there. And then we got over here, we've got the Trails in the Sky gang over here as well. Agate, Olivier, Chloe, Estelle, Joshua, Tita, and Ren somewhere out there as well from that screenshot. There we go, perfect. Battle starting in 2025. Yep, that's going to be fun. I'm excited for this. And that's about it for news coverage on both games. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I had a lot of fun making this, just like I did with the first Remake news video. And it was super fun, especially to have even more like trail stuff to talk about in this one, because of the East versus Trails game as well, which was also cool to learn and see that they're doing that, as it's another game coming straight from Japan, just like the Crossbow games. I definitely want to keep covering the Sky Remake, and maybe if they share some more about East vs. Trails 2, I'll be down to do that too, but definitely on the Sky Remake, definitely want to keep going over more stuff with more things they show, and I'm sure we'll get to that point eventually. Probably, my guess is like sometime like late spring is when we'll get to maybe talk of like the new voice cast for English, maybe showing off some more areas, like showing Bose off properly. We only got that very small glimpse of it thanks to the Olivier shot. Maybe showing like Ruan and Zeiss and Gransel, or maybe some other stuff like Alan Richards showing Julia and Sieg. And there's a lot of other stuff that they can show that I'm very excited to see. And once again, of course, I will be there as soon as I can to cover it whenever Falcon is ready to drop more info. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. And since we're coming up around Christmas time pretty soon, I hope every Zemirian out there has a happy holidays. So I'll see y'all later. Peace.